baby so cold. He from the north, he from the Canada. Bankroll so low.
Oh, exactly how long do you plan on following us?
Huh?
Considering how extravagant this city's architecture is, it actually provides quite clear lines of sight.
What are you...
Making it pretty hard to follow someone undetected.
Oh! Ow! I have no idea what you mean. Do you need something, stranger?
Do I need something? How about not having you following on our heels all around the city?
Following? Perish the thought. I've never seen you before in my life.
Still playing innocent, huh?
No. Forgive me. You are Idia Lee, yes?
Huh?
Is this man an acquaintance of yours?
No. At least I don't think so. I definitely remember someone this annoying.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to remember me. This is our first meeting, after all. I am Rockapeller, famed across the realm as Peller the Third. Oh yeah.
Peller? Whoa, as in the world-famous bard? Harcapeller?
You know this Peller person, you?
He was an incredible musician who spent his whole life traveling the world, leaving pupils behind in every land to carry on his legacy. His life reads more like a legend than anything else. Why, they say he saved nations from fearsome fiends with only his music.
That's right! We even sailed around the world to track down his legendary conductor's baton.
In music, the most important thing is to have fun. Boy, that takes me back.
Yes, that's right. Arcapeller was my grandfather, which makes me his grandson.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
So what does the grandson of a world-famous bard want from me, of all people?
Not anything I'd like my fans to overhear. Young though I may be, I'm quite well known.
If you're trying to go undercover, you could start by talking like a normal... never mind. Just lead the way.
Do, re, mi, fa, follow me.
Okay, it looks like we can talk in peace. But why here, of all places?
Why, this is my new studio! I purchased the property just last year! Is it not up to your satisfaction?
It seems to be soundproof at the very least.
Anyway, what do you need me here for?
La 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 la, allow me to explain.
Yeah, before you do that, can you give the singing a rest?
It is a gift inherited from my grandfather. Whenever I open my mouth, me melody springs forth.
Then I suggest that you turn your little gift off before I turn it off for you.
I suppose silence is also a virtue. I will do my best.
Huh, well, there can be no doubt that you're a descendant of the great Arcapeller.
What makes you so sure?
Why, his voice? Arcapeller was the greatest musician of his era. Each song he penned became an instant classic. I'm actually a huge fan of the Bard myself. Why, I have every album he ever released. Well, actually, 2 copies. One for playing and the other set aside in mint condition.
I still don't understand. Why were you following Idia?
Yeah, I never did anything to deserve being stalked by some weirdo musician. Not that I can remember, anyway.
If I might be so bold, Miss Idia Lee, you are the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia, are you not?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. Okay, let's hear it then. Not that I want to.
First, you must know that I am terribly busy these days composing new songs for my upcoming tour, due to begin next year.
Let me guess. Someone's been interfering with your work? Someone from the Eternian forces?
Yes, 2 someones in fact, and just when I was about to set out in search of new inspiration.
It always comes back to the duchy, doesn't it?
I'm sure they mean no harm, of course, but I fear they both seem to want the same thing of me, and...
Let's cut to the chase. Who are they?
One would be the famed diva of the battlefield, Miss Praline a la mode. The other is a former captain of the Black Blades, one Hayred Barbarossa.
What? But they're both from the Black Blades, subordinates of my master.
The diva of the battlefield. She's not trying to get revenge on us. Or is she?
I doubt it after 2 whole years. Leaving Praline aside, what would a pirate like Barbarossa want with a musician like you?
It seems to have something to do with a long-lost song of my grandfather's, which was discovered last year.
What? A never-before-heard song by the great Arcapeller? Oh, this is the news of the century! How did I not hear about this?
It was Miss a la mode who first contacted me about the song. I believe she was seeking permission to use my grandfather's last song for something. But I could hardly understand the words that she was using, let alone that eardrum-piercing voice of hers. It was all quite beyond my understanding. She seems to have quite a singular way of expressing herself. Since I couldn't ascertain exactly what she wanted, I've been avoiding giving any sort of response. While I was pondering a course of action, I was accosted by a rather large gentleman, Captain Barbarossa. He tried to tell me something in that rough, ear-shattering voice of his, but his words were as unintelligible to me as Miss a la mode's. The best I could gather was that they each had some designs on my grandfather's last song.
But you have no idea what they want to do with it. That's why you were following Idia?
Yes, it was by complete coincidence that I came upon you today, but I thought if anyone could help me, it would be you.
They're my master's subordinates. And my master's problems are my problems. I guess I have no choice. I'll go see what they have to say. Where are they now?
Miss Praline should be rehearsing at Florum Square Garden in the upper part of the city. As for Barbarossa...
You don't know where to find him? Okay, we'll track him down and meet you back here.
As a matter of fact, I'm planning a trip to the Witherwood, north of the city, in search of inspiration for my latest masterpiece. Once you've figured out what those two want, come find me there.
All right, we will. But don't get your hopes up.
What's this all about? You can't just interrupt a rehearsal like that. We were on fire!
Praline a la mode, diva of the battlefield, and holder of the performer asterisk. This former member of the Black Blades went into early retirement after being booted off stage by Idia and her friends. Now she's making a comeback. And judging by her quick... By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Are you sure it's not your pants that are on fire? You sure?
That's just because I was surprised to see such a nostalgic face from my past.
Sure you were. We're here today on behalf of Rockapeller. You're not doing all this to get back at us for what happened at Eisenbridge, are you?
You're here about the grand ship! That must mean that Rockefeller finally agreed to let me use my arrangement! Yay! Praline wins again!
Your arrangement? What are you talking about?
Boy, Idia, I know it's natural, but can't you do something about that dumb look on your face?
Look who's talking!
Anyhow, even you must know about the grand ship. The long-lost hit by the... It has potential, of course, but it's a bit... How should I say it? Dusty, musty, passé? So, Praline, the Princess of Pop, took it upon herself to create an arrangement that...
Wait a second. If I'm understanding you want to re-release this a cappella classic as a new Praline a la mode song?
Totally! My miraculous arrangement has transformed a lame old number.
Wow. I guess I can't blame Rocka for being so confused. Well, at least we got the message. We'll pass it along to Peller and see what he has to say. But I can't guarantee that he'll agree. Sounds like an awful lot to ask.
No way! I'm only asking for what the whole world wants. Not letting me release my arrangement would be a crime. Just think of the future generations of my fans you'd be depriving.
Inya? Do you think that Captain Barbarossa also...
I'd bet on it. An old-timey song about a ship sounds like it would be right up his galley. Hey, What's Barbarossa up to these days? You know, the Black Blade's old first mate?
What? That old sea dog?
You know where he is, don't you?
I haven't the foggiest. No, I know nothing about that stupid, noisy sea dog who shows up in the dead of night in some suspicious fog bank in the South Seas.
Right. Well, you've been very helpful. Another boat trip, huh? I guess we've got no choice. Sorry for interrupting your rehearsal. We'll let you know what Peller says.
It better be yes!
Aye! A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho! The life for me!
Idia, tell me that this isn't what I think it is?
It's a ghost ship, all right. In every sense of the word. I know how you feel. Now then, if I remember, the captain's up astern.
Aye, there he be!
Here you are.
Ho-ho! If it isn't the Sword Master's favorite pupil!
Captain Hayredden Barbarossa, man of the sea, and holder of the pirate Asterisk, as Lieutenant Commander of the Eternian Black Blades. Barbarossa once came to blows with Idia aboard his haunted ship. Ever seeking adventure and romance at sea, he sailed the realms by what strange trick of...
Or should I say, the proud daughter of our illustrious Grand Marshal, eh? Welcome aboard, milady!
How about you just call me Idia and turn the volume down a bit? I'm actually here to ask about that song you were just singing. Was that the Grand Ship?
Aye, so you know the song!
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's a timeless classic. A tribute to all the brave men who've lived and died on the wide seas, left to us by a visionary virtuoso. That arcapeller. He knew what it meant to be a man with dreams of adventure. A man among men, if ever...
Those lyrics you were singing, were those also written by Master Peller? Why, new lyrics written by the bard himself?
You really are a fanatic, aren't you?
More or less. I was improvising a bit, trying to get at the heart of what old Peller felt, you see. Me mateys here, they tell me that it was like a dream to listen the first few times, but now they want to die all over again. I know that's their way of saying that I've captured something real right here. Those sentimental fools. Yeah.
Anyway, we're here on behalf of Rocka Peller. He's the grandson of the guy who composed that melody you're singing. He seems pretty troubled by you and Praline. Any idea why that might be?
That scurvy diva! She just had to go stirring up trouble, eh?
Scurvy diva? That's some way to talk about a former comrade in arms.
I've got me mateys here. I don't need some prima donna who thinks she's better than me, 'cause she's got a gang of deluded fan lovers. She'd go around the Black Blades, claiming that she did more than any of us, that she was the one pulling all the strings. Why, she'd even ask me what I was good for. After all, you're always drifting around on that dingy old dinghy of yours. When the Blades were disbanded, she took off solo without looking back. And when I finally hear from her, it's this!
A flyer for Praline's next concert. So, what's the problem? The diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode, is set to cast a dazzling arise on the musical discovery of the century. What?
I guess she means she'll breathe new life into it?
It's one thing to set her sights on a classic like this and think she can just recycle it for her own gain. But that's not even the worst of it. Why, she means to take this timeless ode to the men of the sea and slap her silly, sappy lyrics all over it. She'd make a mockery of a man's dreams, turn a soul-stirring sea shanty into some sugar-spun confection of conceit. Why, I was so blinded with rage that I sailed straight to that Peller lad to demand that he take action.
That's it. And you were probably roaring and shouting up a storm the same as you're doing now.
In other words, he shouted so loud that nobody heard him.
Are you serious?
At least we've heard both sides of the story now. Praline wants to use the song for herself, but she's so painful to listen to that her message was totally lost on Peller.
And Barbarossa doesn't want her to, but he shouts so loud that no one can hear him past the ringing in their ears.
What a pair. Look, we're going to go and explain the situation to Rocka Peller.
Don't you let that girl crush a man's dream! I know what old Arca would have wanted. The proof's right here in...
Oh, save your breath. The decision is Peller's, not mine. Just stay here on your boat until we return. And try to keep it down, will you?
within a labyrinth of falling leaves. The ruins of a once great faith, now looming before my face. I find myself rooted in place.
Is this how you always do your, composing?
Oh, so you return. But yes, the voice of eternity whispers directly into my heart, filling my soul with song.
And what does the voice of eternity tell you now?
Not a thing.
So can you hear it or not?
I could hear it when I had some peace and quiet.
Well, sorry for the interruption. If we aren't bothering you too much by doing what you asked, we managed to find out what your two friends wanted.
Did you now? By all means, la 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 la, let us hear it. So, in short, Miss a la mode wants to arrange my grandfather's song in her own style.
You really didn't understand her, did you?
Yes, I hadn't the slightest idea what she was trying to say. Her words seemed utterly devoid of any meaningful content.
That's one way to say it.
And you say that Captain Barbarossa has also taken an interest in my grandfather's song?
Taken an interest? More like he's fallen head over heels in love with it. That's why he's against letting Praline remix it into something else. He says it would be an insult to your grandfather's legacy. That said, he may just be projecting his own feelings onto your grandfather. I wouldn't worry too much about.
On the contrary, I cannot dismiss his claims so easily.
Huh?
The long-lost score of my grandfather's. It included a scrawled note in his own hand. Dedicated to all who understand the mysteries of the sea and the hearts of the men who sail it.
You had to complicate things again, didn't you? Was that note made public when the song was discovered?
Yes, it was quite an event. Every detail of the discovery was announced.
So Barbarossa must know about it too.
I never heard. What sort of an Arcapeller fan am I?
This diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode. She is as famous around the world today as my grandfather was in his own time. Personally, I have no objection to her making an arrangement of my grandfather's song to add to her repertoire.
But if you agree to that...
I would be disregarding the feelings of a man who understands my Grandpa Arca's wishes perhaps better than any other. Miss Idia, would you mind terribly if I erupted in song for just a moment?
If you must.
2 wishes, 1 me. Tell me what to do, such is my plea.
Such is his plea!
Idia?
Nothing. Praline's arrangement is probably what her fans, pretty much everyone in the world, want to hear. Who are we to oppose that? And yet, we know what Arcapeller wanted, and Praline isn't it. Not even close. So do we refuse her and honor the bard's wishes? What's the right answer? What advice should I give Raka?
I'm at a la loss. Someone help me.